In the last episode, we got a lot done. As you may notice that the wall of barrels is not here anymore, and we got a digital storage system. Would you look at that? Also in between episodes, or in that episode, we made a Insanium farm, and we've currently got 37 of the Insanium little essence things, if you will. And today my plan is to potentially work on some AutoCrafting, and to do that, we're gonna go ahead and need some crafters from Refined Storage. Thankfully, hopefully these things aren't too bad to make, but what we're gonna go ahead and do is teach it how to make itself first. That's going to be the most important thing that requires a lot of steps here. So patterns from Refined Storage, we're going to need quite a bit of these, honestly. So let's go our hands on that. Also, let's go ahead and get our hands on a pattern grid, which is going to require me to make a grid itself, which hopefully isn't going to be too hard at all. Just going to need some construction and deconstruction cores and a bit of patience. There we go. And then go ahead and make one of these bad boys like so. Now, here's the thing. Let's go ahead and teach it how to make a few things and set this up to be nice. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of our netherite barrel, our diamond barrel from up here. Oh God, that was a lot of slag that just got dumped into my inventory. Dear God. Hopefully that's not going to fill up our system too much here. Okay, so what we're going to go ahead and do is put a crafter on the back. Oh God, we're gonna need a few of these crafters. What am I missing exactly? Constructors and deconstruction cores. Okay, so let's go ahead and make a few of those. We should be able to go ahead and hopefully teach it how to make these things in the future. So let's go ahead and make a few more crafters like so. We're gonna need a lot more of this. So let's go ahead and dump those and then make more of these. I know I can make the seed of it if I really felt the need to, but again, we've got so much iron and nether quartz where I'm not too worried. We're out of advanced processors. That's fine. I guess the next thing that I'm going to want to go ahead and do is make a interface, which is going to be interesting. So interface is right here, which is going to need a importer and a exporter of some kind. So let's go ahead and get that bad boy set up like so, and we should be good on that aspect. There we go. Perfect. Go ahead and pop that right on top of that like so. Go ahead and pop. Oh, that's kind of a problem. That's fine. You know what? We don't actually need this anymore because all of our ore processing is actually done with, right? It is all over here and nice and set up. Now here comes the really fun part, right? So if I go ahead and put this in rotate mode, I guess that doesn't work. So what we're gonna have to go ahead and do is make a wrench from the Refined Storage mod, which shouldn't be too expensive at all. Beautiful. And then let's go ahead and make sure that we rotate this bad boy like so. And we're gonna have to run some cables. Now that that's all hooked up, all I have to go ahead and do is start running some of these patterns through the system. So that and all the processors from Refined Storage like so. So the advanced, the basic, the raw advanced, raw improved, raw basic, and these processing binders all could be auto-crafted right from the Refined Storage system relatively easily. Now let's also make sure that it knows that the right silicone is being used here, because we're also going to use the power of our silicon seeds to go ahead and make this 20 times easier for us, right? And it's going to be so simple that even a baby can do it. And just a thought, if you also want to make your crafters go a bit longer than it normally would, you can go ahead and take your crafters and upgrade them using the extra storage mod here to go ahead and craft your crafters into larger variants of themselves. Once you got your crafters, go ahead and put all of your patterns inside of there like so, and then you should be good to go. Let's say if I wanted to go ahead and craft up, let's just say, let's go ahead and auto craft all the way up to the, I want to say netherite or so crafters. I believe I could go ahead and just do something like this and teach it how to make said things. I don't want it to use dark stone. Let me teach it how to, actually use actual stone here. There you go, actual stone. And then we're going to just say, hey, we want you to make this guy like so, and then so on and so forth. And what's good about the compacting drawers that we made, I believe 2 episodes ago or last episode, is that it is super good, and the fact that it does the ingots, the blocks, and also the 1x blocks, which is so good, man. And this is actually quite expensive for where we are at right now, but you know, who says that we can't get there in the future at some point? So if I wanted to say, hey, make me, I don't know, like freaking 5 diamond crafters, 10 diamond crafters, you totally can. You're just missing the silicone recipe, which is relatively simple because again, we have the thingy here to go ahead and do so. So if I take my silicon recipe, my silicone essence, and do something like that, it makes me the silicone from refined storage, and bam, bam, boom. And then now if I want diamond crafters like so, I should in theory be able to make 10 of these, no problemo, like at all. And it's just gonna craft this up super fast, and bam, 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 we're done. Now here comes the fun part. I can take this Insanium like so, and I believe I can go ahead and downcraft it. At least I thought I could. Yeah, I can totally downcraft it as far down as I want, right? So if I need, for example, Supremium, I can make Supremium super easy without having to, you know, do all that extra crafting bits. It is so incredibly nice. And just like that, my 10 diamond crafters are now done. Would you look at that? That was so quick and fast. Like, I don't know how we're gonna compete. Okay, so I actually want to make another seed real fast to kind of show you this, how this works, right? I want to make a rubber seed, and no, not a silicone seed, a rubber seed, because the rubber seeds are really good because they can be used to make tiny dry rubber, which could then be used to make the plastic, which is super useful. So rubber seeds require, you guessed it, cured rubber. Actually, I can use the dried rubber for that. I've probably got like a few. Oh wait, I don't have, oh no, I don't have any actual like rubber rip. That's kind of not ideal, but that's fine. We can go ahead and get ourselves some acacia wood real fast and get some more rubber. With the 4 dry rubber acquired, all I have to do now is look at the rubber seed. It's tier 2. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and need a prudentium. We're gonna need 3 more prudentium. So if I do that, it should downcraft beautifully into what I need for said seed. With the rubber seeds acquired, I think the next thing that I want to work on now is getting the stonework material factory going. And there's a reason for this. That is because I want to be able to have gravel, sand, and I believe glass also available, not through like our sifting setup, right? So I want to have a Cobbleworks ready to go for whenever we need it, right? And to do that, we're gonna have to do some stuff with industrial foregoing, which is fine and dandy for us. So if I want the material stonework factory, it is going to be relatively simple, I think, to go ahead and get our hands on. So it is just gonna require, well, simple-ish, I should say. It's definitely gonna be a bit of a challenge, but it shouldn't be too bad for us, I don't think. So there's that. A lot of this is actually auto-craftable already. I don't know why I just made that twice. I guess the big thing being the advanced machine frame and the diamond pickaxe are not too bad to make. We're gonna have to set up some more dissolution chambers for sure, and I think I have an idea of how I'm gonna move around a lot of the fluids that I need for certain things. So yeah, again, probably using the entangled block actually would probably be the best solution, honestly, for that. So yeah, it shouldn't be too bad at all. It's just how much do I need to do right up front. Okay, so to keep latex going, we're gonna have to basically auto place down some logs here, and I don't know exactly how I want to do that quite yet, but I have a somewhat of a good idea. Technically, we don't even need this anymore, actually. So we can actually get rid of that whole thing now. Like, all of this is basically useless, right? Except for maybe that that flux point we're gonna need for sure. But yeah, that whole system that was making the plastic is definitely not needed anymore, which is, I guess, a start, right? And I guess I can go ahead and put an upgrade in there, which I don't think I need at the moment, which is fine. That can stay for sure. And then we're gonna need a area to put our new dissolution chamber, which I guess we can go ahead and pop like right here, for example. That should be perfect. And then the only thing that I need to put down at this point is a fluid pipe of some kind, and then basically a whatchamacallit here, entangle block with, you guessed it, the tank that's all the way on the other side of the base here that's currently storing our pink slime. So this guy right here, we're gonna go ahead and put the tank on. So bam, like that. And then I should be able to say, hey, let's go ahead and set up this with a pull upgrade, and it should be good to go. Would you look at that? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, so we should be good to go. All I have to do is put this, I guess, here. Oh yeah, like on the bottom maybe, and then potentially a crafter on the side, and we should be good to go. Also, I upgraded our crafting system just a little bit with a upgrade with speed upgrades, and it's so fast. Oh boy, is it freaking fast. It is able to craft so much stuff so fast, it's actually ridiculous. In the time that it took me to say that sentence, I made 10 diamond crafters. How insanely fast is that? I just had a genuine thought, and if this is actually truly broken or not, I'm gonna try and to entangle block the RS controller. If so, this is about to be the best way to like wirelessly network something ever. Yeah, I didn't think so. That would have been way too broken. And just like that, I should now be able to make the advanced machine frame just like this. All I gotta do is teach it how to do that and get rid of that, and perfect. And then it should know everything else except for the machine frame, like so. And bam, bam, boom. I'm gonna have to teach it how to make nether brick, which again is a relatively and super duper easy, simple setup. And you know what? I do actually have to set up the whatchamacallit thing, the netherrack thing, but that's fine. And then all I have to do is come over here. You know, this is actually not ideal for this, but we'll make it work. Put that there, and then also maybe put down a crafter like so, and then, you know, give it a bit of a rotate here and there, and it should be good to go. You're gonna go ahead and get this bad boy right there. You're gonna connect there, and you're going to connect down here like so, and you should be good to go there. You're allowed to input. You're going to be configured for item output on the top, and you're going to be configured for item output on the bottom like so. And then you guys are going to get your respective auto crafting things like so. And then I should, in theory, at this point be able to go ahead and make a few of these stonework factories. I'm going to go ahead and need so 3 of those bad boys like so. I'm missing plastic and netherite scrap, which I shouldn't be. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I've got the debris, but I don't really have a way to, yeah, you know, I guess the best way to do that would be throwing it in here. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, here is the plan. Let's go ahead and grab some drawers like so. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is set this up in this corner like so. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is grab myself some gravel like so, and grab myself, I guess, some sand. Sand will do for now. And I guess glass, right? Even though glass has EMC, still think it's going to be smarter to have the system do it for us. So gravel, your sand, and then you'll probably want, like I said, your glass, right? So glass, we have over 1,000 glass in the system, but that's fine. And then what we should do in theory is take our newly acquired stonework factories that we went ahead and auto crafted. So stonework factories like so, and come back here and set it up just like this. And it's going to be very easy. So cobblestone is then going to be grounded up into your gravel like so, and then you're going to be grounded up again twice in a row to be grounded into sand, and then these last ones won't do anything. And then you, my friend, this last one will do grinding, smelting like so, and then this last one will do nothing. And then all I have to go ahead and do is grab a flux point, and that should, or a few flux points. I might even AutoCraft this at this point, the point, so that way we can go ahead and just not have to worry about it. 3 of these bad boys like so. Go ahead and put them like that, and then you should be pretty much wrong network, pretty much good to go for the most part. I'm gonna go ahead and disable limit, but that's fine. You don't have to. 800,000 R for tick is definitely gonna be more than enough for this bad boy right here. And then this should start to go ahead and generate some stuff once we give it some water and some lava. Go ahead and do so. And then all I have to go ahead and do is configure this for the back to go ahead and push. I guess we can set these all to push, and that would be fine actually. As long as it doesn't push cobblestone, which I don't think it will, it should be fine. And again, also just make sure that these are all set to push, and it should be fine. And again, it's not going to go ahead and use up any of the things, right? The lava or the water, which is really OP about the material stonework factory. I guess the last thing that we're going to want here is processing speed. So add on tier 2 speed, and I guess processing speed. Do we really care about efficiency? We actually might actually care about efficiency because we don't have a whole lot of power, which is kind of a big deal right now for us. So I think we should probably chill out a little bit and make sure that we don't, you know, go too crazy, right? I think that's probably a good idea, I feel, just to kind of keep it a little bit safe, you know? Okay, so we're about to run out of latex, I noticed, and then I thought about it. So we're gonna go ahead and make a constructor from the refined storage mod, because this can place down blocks for us. And guess what we can do with that? Well, we can actually set up a nice way to automate latex using acacia wood that way, which is even better than, you know, trying to find a block to just place down blocks and just importing that into there. Refined storage system can do it automatically, which is so good. Okay, so all I have to go ahead and do is make sure that we have our crafting card, and I guess I need to get under here, so it's somewhere under here. Nope, 1 block over. Perfect. Put the constructor down here like so. Make sure that it's pointing upwards. Nope, other way, like so. Go ahead and give it the acacia log, and then we're gonna go ahead and tell it to go ahead and start crafting that with the crafting card. So acacia wood should be easy enough. Did I give it the recipe? I did. And then all we gotta do is, like I said, come over here to this constructor and then tell it, hey, your job is going to be to export those guys like so with a crafting card as always. And then we need to hook this up to the system, and just like this, it should in theory go ahead and place down an acacia log like so. And now that's going to be indefinite, which means that this is going to be able to have infinite of the latex, and that basic tank or advanced tank will fill up, and it's going to be so good. I was thinking that we should make our very first pieces of dark matter, which dark matter is quite interesting in its crafting recipes. So dark matter is going to require us to use the summoning altar again with Inderium, Allthemodium, netherite scrap, and of course sky steel ingots with the Eternalist fuel block. The Eternalist fuel block is going to be Eternalist fuel plus Mobius fuel plus alchemical fuel with the whatchamacallit, philosopher's stone, and it should in theory give us what we need here. Okay, so crafting the fuels from Project E is not too bad once you get everything going here. It's actually relatively simple. There is your Eternalist fuel like so with the Eternalist block, and I believe we actually do have some spare Inderium. We're gonna go ahead and take 2 of those because we're gonna go ahead and make 2 dark matter, and then we're also gonna go ahead and grab more Eternalist fuel. So Eternalist fuel, relatively simple and easy to make like so. Go ahead and grab 2 of those blocks like so, and then I guess the next thing that we're gonna have to go ahead and make is the sky steel ingots, which is relatively simple. We just gotta drop some charged Certus cores and iron and skystone into some lava, and just like that I should be able to drop skystone, iron, and charged Certus quartz into lava, and then that should in theory go ahead and make a bunch of sky steel. Would you look at that? Bam, bam, boom. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. With the netherite scrap acquired, all we have to go ahead and do is come over to our summoning altar, 2 netherite scrap, 2 sky steel ingots, 2 ultimodium, 2 enderium ingots, and a whatchamacallit, Eternos block should do the trick. And there is our second dark matter, like so. Beautiful. Now, what we're gonna go ahead and do is make the Harvest Goddess ring from Project E, which is going to be super simple. We just need a iron bucket, which is fine. Go ahead and grab ourselves some lava, which we have downstairs stored in a advanced fluid tank, and we should be good to go once we put this in the center. Iron band like so, and then the Harvest Goddess like so. Unfortunately, as doing some testing, the Harvest Band Goddess thing is not what we want ideally for our farm over there, because it breaks the crops and drops the seeds on the ground, and that's not really ideal. I want something that's going to make this go freaking zoomy fast, so that's unfortunate that doesn't work that way. I just had a giga chat idea, and what if we moved our fertility blocks or fertility pads above the farm and then stack growth accelerators below it from the Mystical Agriculture's mod? I wonder how fast this would actually go. I can make a crap ton of netherite upgrades now, or netherite in general. I wonder how much would it cost to make literally like maxing out all of our, you know, farms. I am about to cry inside. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to wrap up today's episode. So with that being said, if you guys did enjoy today's episode of All the Mods 9 to the Sky, please do me a huge favor, smash a like button, smash that subscribe button, ding down that notification bell, become part of the Hunters tribe. Things are getting very juicy in this series. I have a surprise for next episode. With that being said, you have to wait for that. So as always, guys, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna leave you till next time, where we're gonna be posting more gaming videos. Bye bye.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how.